As a production note, we are now in the time of year where my girlfriend's tarantulas crickets may show up in the background. I apologize profusely, and if anyone wants to get tarantulas as a pet, don't. Last time on Hex Grid Heroes, the crew of the Bazaar Encounter had left the planet, the solar system of Kizor, and are hurtling through the drift back home to Absalom Station. It's going to take 2 days, the first of which is basically over with. The ship is full of not only the crew of the heroes that make up our party, but also the entire terraforming crew of the Kizor terraforming group, a squadron of Aculians, and all of the equipment required and data gathered in this experiment. So the ship, it's a little tight quarters. By the end of the first day, you're all out of the ground, but you're still kind of up everyone else's business because the ship only has so much room. In this second day, you are all 1 day away from arriving in Absalom Station. All of your comm units, data pads start pinging personal correspondences coming in. So I'm going to go down the line here and start with Lemon. Lemon, you have a message on your data pad. From the divine offices of the Radiant Cathedral, your presence is humbly requested by the Grand Cleric Imril Novaheart. Dear Lemon, I am writing this on the dawning of a new year, and would greatly like a moment of your time to discuss some matters of import. I understand you remain busy with the Starfinder Society, so I will be staying on Absalom Station for the entirety of Abadius, in hopes to catch you between missions. You can find me at the Church of Sarenrae in Little Ninshabur, where I will be giving sermons spreading the warmth of the Dawnflower. Trusting that you are well, I am excited to hear your most recent exploits. Cordially yours, Grand Cleric Imril Novaheart, and then a whole listing of the accolades that this person has earned in their lengthy career in the Church of Sarenrae.
All right.
And
You mean alphabet soup? Like all the degrees, all the
basically.
It's more titles. It's more titles, really.
Yeah, I was gonna list off a bunch of made up ones, but
she's
just
ironically she's pretty young. It's that being because she's an elf.
Here is a message from a person from your past.
In mine too. Oh, now I have to click it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Lemon, this is Keith. It's been a long time. I haven't seen you in a long time. I got your number from my roommate. He's okay. He's kind of like in rehab now, I guess. But yeah. When are you coming back? I'm gonna be here for a little bit until I go off again. I went to Nisus. I learned how to drive one of those snow things. I'm reading up on religions and whatever one you study, that's the one that I'm looking at. Tell Telly I say hi and tell her I've been practicing my sword fighting. So maybe we can find some time. It looks like I'm running out of time, but yeah, drop by.
So that message plays out loud from your old buddy Keat, who you listeners may remember that Lemon helped Keat's roommate through a bit of a drug hangover spell. But joining the podcast, Carol, DJ, and I think Sean and or Eric did a session with this character. So you may get to meet him pretty soon. And Lemon, so for your part, the rest of your inbox, like once it's like connecting to the network, you just get a bunch of just the general spam, shopping centers have sales. You know, it's very much spam messages throughout.
Okay.
Tally, you're up next.
Yeah.
On top of the junk mail, you have a message from kind of accessing your Bounty Hunter Network mobile app. You have notifications that there are several jobs available. Kind of like tracking. When you plug in, when you log in, you put where your destination is. You get a map list of various jobs in Absalom Station, and a fixer with the bounty hunters, the hunters network, wants to meet with you down in the ghost levels to talk about a very important job. And also, you have a series of text messages from neighbors in the dormitories you were staying at, the Hammond Hall, and they all start out saying, "Hey, haven't heard from you in a couple days." And as the messages continue, like there's a wall of these notifications, and it's they start to say like, "Hey, we're getting a little worried. We haven't heard back from you, and we've been getting reports of missing persons. We don't think people are staying out late. We think some people are actually missing." Culminating in messages to like, "Please, if you're still alive, call us. We are worried. Everyone is worried about everyone. We don't know what's going on. Please come home."
Oh shit. I was like, well, I don't usually. This is me Tally thinking. I don't usually, have to right away assure them, and we can do that in a bit.
Yep, you can send a message out if you
I
like.
definitely am going to want to talk to them though about this.
Okay, very good. Seeing for a little bit, like maybe you're chilling on your starship away from the kids and everything. Akim, we have a business opportunity with an up-and-coming band. A promising superstar wants to meet up with you about possible deals, about being featured on the radio network.
Deals? Do they elaborate any?
They are worried about competition, so they have left little details, but they said that we can meet them in the Click Clack Club, where they feel is a safe, neutral environment.
And what's their name?
Name withheld as well, Akim. I guess we're just going to have to trust your superstardom will attract the right kind of company for once.
Well, we can give it a shot. Has to be a little cautious, though. I think. I think we've been seen there before once now.
Yes, with Rhapsody, you both performed spectacularly in the VR games.
Yeah, maybe a little too spectacularly, but we'll give it a shot.
Very well. Also, you have an encrypted message. No sender information available.
Scan for viruses.
Already done, Akim. No viruses, just sent through an encrypted band. Can I play it?
Okay. Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay. So this is another MP3 I'm putting up. Everyone, it's not a big deal. It's nothing spoilery. But this is to you, and I'm going to play it on my end so I know when to continue. It's a shorter one.
Hello, Occam. This is Troy Michael. I'm an associate of Rhapsody and was just curious if you could have her get back in touch with me using the coordinates that are found within this message. Let's just say I'm trying to get in touch with her. So if you or if she could reach back out and if we could get in contact with each other, that would be much appreciated.
Have I ever heard Rhapsody mention Troy?
No. The name is familiar. The last name, Michael, is familiar as you know what? I'm gonna do this because you did it to me so much. Give me an intelligence check.
Yay, I'm dumb. 12.
This is Occam's voice you're speaking with, but no, you don't. Like, Rhapsody and you've hung out for a little bit, but nothing so intimate that you know everyone's friend groups. But clearly, this person sounds like they know of Rhapsody, by reputation at least. And Karina chimes in. The coordinates he gave are for a small asteroid area that is largely uninhabited in the diaspora.
That doesn't much sound like one of Rhapsody's friends. Us excluded.
Now you're on Sean's voice.
Damn it!
You have such a hard time keeping track, don't you? Because I guess you can't
But
hear it on your
I
end.
used to use my Tartarus as a hotkey, but it stopped working. So
Oh, no.
now I have to do it by hand, and I guess that was by hand too, but I have to do it in the little screen, and I forget.
Okay.
In the diaspora, huh? That doesn't sound much like one of Rhapsody's friends. Us excluded.
Yes, I am curious about this as well.
Let's see if we can dig something out on him once we're a little bit closer to Absalom Space.
Very good, Akam. That's all the messages I have for you. I'm just going to go sit on the bridge with Tally now.
Okay.
And she kind of clanks off the ship. And lastly, Brasha, you have messages as well. Every time. I feel like probably in the tech lab.
Yeah.
Okay. You have messages ping on your comm device. One from King Kearney's Casbah, one of their one of King Kearney's lieutenants wants to chat with you. Quick message reads, "We've been informed that recent crews of a job commissioned by the King have been getting attacked. We would like to touch base with all parties involved to discuss our options." In an unrelated note, King Kearney is commissioning all fabricators to report to the Casbah to take on certain munitions contracts for the protection of the Casbah.
Yes. Unrelated, my foot. What else do we have here? Sweet.
You have a message from Zefeldrin. They would like an update on the job at your earliest convenience. Not much more there, just this is I don't remember what voice I did for Zefeldrin. Zefeldrin is eager to hear how it went in the Vast. He hopes you got along with the Starfinder Society members he recommended, and he hopes that weird fella has calmed down a little bit in the new year. He hasn't.
I type up a quick draft as a Feldrin.
Okay.
Yes, perfect. Crickets to guide my thoughts.
Right?
Love it. I love the crickets.
Well, you can have them if you just buy some of her tarantulas.
You need to get a sound bite of them and use it.
Give them their own mic.
Yeah.
And now we have the beautiful ambience of small crickets in their unnatural habitat, being prepared, bred even, to become a food source for greater beings.
Yep, that's right.
Zooms in.
Oh god.
The chirping you hear is the sound of the Aculians in the cargo bay.
Yeah.
Playing the music of their people.
That's
Oh no, what happens when we come across the spider people?
We feed the Aculians to them as a peace offering.
We don't just take flamethrowers and deal with the spiders.
No.
No.
They could be friendly.
They're big spiders with guns.
I don't think they're friendly.
With guns! The guns part cracks me up.
Yeah, so I will start to draw up a draft as a Feldrin. There's the Feldrin. The job goes well, although it was fraught with unexpected twists and turns. The Starfinders you recommended have performed more than adequately. And I have admittedly taken a bit of a liking to them. I believe I will be calling on their services again shortly. The quote-unquote other one is his usual self. I believe every day makes him a bit more paranoid, but at some point in the near future, I believe he will explode and emerge from the ashes as a new being, similar to a phoenix but made of anxiety instead of fire. I hope all things are doing well on your end, and I look forward to speaking to you. Well, not quite in the flesh, more fur to scales, I suppose. Uh, until then, best of luck, Captain Brasha.
Is that how you want to sign that message to Zefeldrin?
Yep.
Okay. Right on. So yeah, you send that out. It will take a number of days to reach him. But very good. So yeah, you've all spent some time with a little bit of we had a mailbag scene, guys. Right on. Congrats everyone. So yeah, mailbag scene over. The Aculians are busying themselves with their own thing. The crew of the Keyzor tries to stay out of everyone's way, but having been cooped up on that planet and in those caves for much longer than all of you, a lot of them are trying to get as much time in with the computer systems to just, not be dealing with dirt for a while, And this second day passes. Is there any conversations or anything you all would like to have amongst each other for this last day before we arrive?
Yeah, probably. I'll
Okay.
probably bring up what was in my mail call. Because
Sure.
holy shit.
Sure. Who do you want to talk to and where do you want to have this conversation?
I'll talk to with any of you guys who want to be part of this conversation.
Okay.
I will literally mention it. I think I need to talk to all three of you because something's going on. Do you all show up?
Sure. Of course.
Show will.
All right. And Tally looks at you three and she's like, I got a rather disturbing message from home.
You have a home? Sorry. Yes, continue.
What? I do. Well, sort of. I mean, I got a place I store my stuff, so I can go back to it. But otherwise, I'm on the road. You're probably right. I'm on the road most of the time. But apparently, people are going missing from the dormitories I stay at. I got several frantic messages saying to call or send him a message or let him know I'm still alive. So something, I don't know, have any details, but something bad is clearly going on. And it is on Absalom Station, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Hammond Hall in Absalom Station.
So I definitely, while we were there, I'd like to check in on them, if that is okay with you, Captain. And if people want to go investigate this, I would appreciate the help. I don't think I necessarily want to do this alone.
Yes. Keith and his roommates, did they stay at the same dormitory as Tally?
They did.
They did?
Mm-hmm. Yep, they were not exactly neighbors, but in the same hall.
Okay. All right.
So that's an I from Lemon and Brasha. Akam, did you answer Tally's question?
I have not yet. Let me make sure my voice is right.
Fair.
I don't mind helping. It seems like I have a few more problems of my own, though. So, if you could give me a day or two once we reach normal space, I need to get things sorted.
Do you need any help?
I'm not sure yet.
Well, I mean, I definitely will help. If you help me, I definitely will help you.
I've got to go to the Click Clack Club, and it might be a trap, so some muscle wouldn't hurt.
Ooh. That sounds kind of fun, actually.
Oh, you're always thinking something is going wrong at the Click Clack Club. If you want, I will come along with you.
No, not most of the time, but last time I went, there was a big point that I was there, and well, Avatar Core is on Absalom.
So, for those that may have gotten a little garbled, Akam, you're concerned that Avatar
Is
Core.
it bad?
It's
Is
a
the voice bad
little it's a little hot. Like the effect. I can understand it because I've listened to literal hours of it.
Is that better?
That is much better, actually. Yeah.
Okay. So let me try and remember what I said.
Just there's some heat.
Last time I was there, I attracted some attention, and of course, Avatar Core is based out of Absalom, so can't rule it out being a trap.
Well, then count me in. Nothing like a good bar fight, you know.
I feel a little more secure having somewhere I know how to run away on. But it wouldn't hurt, to be sure.
All right. Just let me know when.
Okay.
Very good. Anyone else? Anyone want to talk to any of the Keyzor members? Because, as I said last time, so the crew of the Keyzor is going to kind of part ways. Gustavo, nearing the end of this day, he'll go to you all and say, "We've decided to take our leave. Once we arrive on Absalom Station, if it is okay with you all, I will be taking the Aculians with me to a cultural exchange group I know that operates in the Planara. There we will make the proper introductions as for a new culture wishing to get more involved in society. I am tasked with checking in and giving a report to the Kerensky Watanabe Corporation, but I feel my presence is more useful with the Aculians. Perhaps I could count on you to relay our reports?"
Of course. I was going to be attempting to get in contact with Lady Watanabe shortly. Perhaps even for a face-to-face meeting if transmissions appear too shaky through drift transmission. I would be more than happy to pass along your reports to her and pass them along with my own, that is.
Yes, it wouldn't just be our reports, though. They requested the samples, so it would be returning the samples that we collected, as well as the exploration buggy rover that we used, and all of the equipment back to them. Would that be okay for you all?
It is certainly fine with me.
Hey, show me anything that's damaged, and I'll try to get it fixed up so there's no deduction on your part.
Do not worry. I'm sure Captain Brasha and the rest of us can handle delivering a report and the goods there safely. Obviously, we'll be here on Absalom Station for a little bit of time, so if you want to go over anything before we leave, you're welcome to.
Much appreciated. We'll begin tidying up our things for our arrival at Absalom.
Don't worry, it seems as though there might be some personal business we'll be taking care of quickly first. So we will be on Absalom for 2, maybe 3 days. So anytime you need to reach us before then, feel free. Otherwise, we will probably be in the drift on our way back.
Very well. Thank you again, all of you, for such amazing work and restraint. I know what was offered to us was difficult, and I hope that we can make the best of this, and I hope that we are all satisfied with the reward we were given.
I was gonna say
Hey.
I'm not actually there, by the way. I'm at the
Okay.
bridge.
Okay.
I also hope that you are all happy with the reward you have been given. Yes.
Gustavo smiles, gives a curt bow, and goes back to the cargo bay, which has been where the crew of the Keyzor and the Aculians have set up camp. You're right. So, Tally, yeah, you've been piloting this entire time. The drift has been uneventful. Do you guys want to try your luck to see if there's a space encounter, or do you just want to go to Absalom? I'll let you guys choose. I'll let there be a vote.
I'm game for whatever. It's all adventure to me, so.
Okay. Is anyone opposed to a potential
not
space
opposed.
encounter? Okay. Akim, Brasha.
Not opposed.
Okay. So, using the galactic, using the rules in the Galactic Exploration Manual, I am now going to roll a die. Okay. Very good. I rolled below the DC of how much an encounter would happen, so your drift travel remains unimpeded. There is a little bit of traffic. You do see, starships going about their business. There's like all drift travel, it's not just blank openness. There are big chunks of other planes that have been ripped apart and kind of plopped into this drift plane. But you don't encounter any sort of distress calls. You don't encounter any space monsters. You don't encounter any drift leeches, even. The rest of your day, tallied with your steady hand on the yoke of the Bazaar Encounter, is uneventful. Maybe even boring.
Good.
But-
I do flips. I do a few flips and things, for funsies.
Right on. So,
Make it more exciting.
all right, yeah. So the timer does eventually go down to 0, and you kill the engines, power down the engines entirely, and disengage from the drift plane. And as you materialize, you come back to the material plane a few hours flight away from Absalom Station. For those that may not have listened or joined weirdly in the middle of this thing, Absalom Station is the hub of the Pact World system. It looks like a techie sci-fi top, rather, where it's got the arms jut out where there are tons of spaceports. The center bit is where businesses like Abadar Corps, organizations like the Church of Abadar, the Stewards, the Starfinder Society all have their headquarters. It's kind of the New York of the Pact Worlds. But you've arrived. You're back. Floating amongst the space station is the cloud of ships that are always in attendance here. It's called the Armada. King Kearney's Casbah, you can see the ugly amalgamation of ships floating by. You see the Church of Iomade in their navy flitting around. You see people's personal RV ships, basically, just floating all around as Tally makes her final approach to Absalom Station. I'm assuming you'll be at the bridge here. So now today is the 9th day of the first month of the year, and the first month of the year is Abadius, named after Abadar. So today is the 9th of Abadius. As you get back to civilization, Tally, Absalom Station traffic control pings you.
All right.
Transport vessel Bazaar Encounters, please transmit your docking codes for verification.
I assume I have them up there or something,
do.
or so I press it in and hit the go button.
Bazaar Encounter, you are cleared for docking. What business do you have on Absalom Station, and where can we place you in the docking arms?
What do we say? A temporary trip home, and wherever is convenient.
You've been given clearance to dock in the arms, the radial rings around Absalom Station. You are given berth not given birth, but you are given access to one of the docking arms on the northwest corner, and you're free to land. Give me a pilot check as you navigate all the space traffic and come in for a landing. I'll just do a nice one blanket roll for how well you do
Alright,
here.
let's see. Well, that's a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah. It's not difficult. A lot of ships here are on autopilot. So you come in for a smooth landing in one of the docking arms. You land. As you sit down, you see this docking bay is filled with several ships, most of them about your size. Anything larger would require a larger docking area, but you land perfectly fine. You sit down, power down, you're free.
Whee! Alright. So what are we doing first?
I believe we should settle any quick personal business up first. Any shopping, any purchases we may need. And then, Lemon, what was it that you wanted to do again? Did you say? Perhaps you did not say.
I don't think he said.
Well, yes, I do have some personal business.
Is it quick personal business, or is this more like helping the homeless personal business?
I do not know, actually. I have a summons from the head of my order, and also an acquaintance of mine has looked me up. Actually, Tally, Kenneth. Sorry, was it Kenneth or Keith?
Keats.
Without
That's right,
an H.
Keats.
Keats.
Tally, Keats sends his regards.
Pete? Oh my gosh, I love him. Make sure you bring him some oysters though when you see him. Actually, maybe I'd like to go along if that's okay.
You are welcome to, but it does seem that you have some more pressing business. Although,
Which is true.
talking to Keat may yield some information since he does live in the same complex as you do, and he has been around more recently.
Ooh, I hope he's. Do we know how long ago that message was sent from Keat?
I'm assuming there's a stamp date on the message.
Yeah. It was a couple days ago while you were under the ground on Keyzor 4.
All right, so hopefully nothing. And he lives in the same area.
He lives in the
he's
actually
actually
floor as
very
you
close
do.
to you. Yeah.
Oh, maybe we better go check on him.
Okay.
While we're doing everything else.
So yes, Lemon will dial up his number to see if he is available. But if he's not, then he will simply leave a message himself.
Okay, yeah, when you dial, you're all on the same system, so there's no delay. So it immediately goes to voicemail, and it's, "Hello everyone, this is Keith. I can't get to the comm unit right now. Leave a message."
Lemon will leave the message of Keat. It is Lemon. Tally is actually here with me. Say hello, Tally.
Hey, Keat. It's so good to. Well, I guess we aren't hearing from you yet. I hope you're okay. Call us when you get this.
Yes. Yes, it is good to hear from you. I'm glad you've been doing well. I do have a concern, though. We have heard some disturbing rumors that people in the complex that you and Tally live in have gone missing. I'd like to see if you can confirm any of these rumors or set things straight, or possibly give us some other information or leads. Tally is very concerned, as am I, and we'd like to see if we can figure this out. Until then, we'll see you soon, hopefully. Goodbye.
Okay. Very good. So, put a pin in that one for now.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as you've docked, as soon as you power down the gang, the Keyzor crew, they kind of they kind of like they gathered up all their stuff and just flocked to the boarding ramp to kind of, they're not in panic, but they're in a rush to go get out of here, get back to their lives. They're all 6,000 credits richer, as are each of you from the adventures with the gems. So they are eager to get back to it. This is a good amount of money for an average worker, so they just start vacating as soon as you start powering down.
Well, it sounds like your business, Lemon, and Tally sort of align, and Tally wants to help Akim with his business, and
I was gonna say only part of the business, Lemon's business, aligns with mine. I don't think it has anything to do with his leader of his order.
well, it might, but
I guess we can find out. We could do that first then.
Yes, if there's anything absolutely pressing, I can probably assist. Though I do not want to make Nova Heart wait much longer than necessary. She is a very
wait,
busy
her name
woman,
is
at least.
her name is Nova Heart.
Yes.
That is badass. Tell her good job on that from me.
I will convey the intent behind your words.
Good enough. All right. Well, I think for today, since there's half a day left in the day of the day,
Oh,
how
this is
about-
like the beginning of the day for me normally.
you've been piloting for like 40 hours or something, haven't you? I don't know. Anyway,
I typically hand wave unless there's like pertinent, important stuff that could happen. There are plenty of people that could have shared flying duties, but definitely the last couple hours, bringing her in, her being the ship, definitely Tally was doing that.
like 40 hours.
I just figured she was literally asleep at the wheel the whole time.
That's only when autopilot's on, yes.
Mhm.
But otherwise, I am flying. I
Okay.
like to fly. It's fun.
So again, half a day, give or take. Lemon, why don't you deal with your churchy thing? And I have a little bit of business I have to attend to. And Akim and Tally, you might be able to finish up that business on the Casbah, unless you need my help with it.
You think, Akim? We got this ourselves?
Just a quick clarification: Click Clack Club for Akim, not Casbah.
Isn't the Click Clack Club on the Casbah?
No, the Click Clack Club is a bar on Absalom Station. King Kearney's Casbah is a floating ship around Absalom Station.
Oh, my bad. I thought the Click Clack Club was a bar on the Casbah.
No, the
Or within the
pleasure
Casbah.
pits is in the Casbah.
Every time.
There's a lot of things in the Casbah.
Yeah, it's
sorry.
not all pleasure pits. No, you're good.
So you have your business at the Click Clack Club, yes?
Yes.
I won't be much
Yes.
help there then.
Why do you think you wouldn't be much help there?
Well, not as much help as I would be on the Casbah. At the Casbah? Within the Casbah.
Said you were all set with that, right? You don't expect any trouble or...
He always expects trouble. It's probably fine.
I'm talking about you. You're not expecting any trouble with whatever it is you gotta do, correct?
Oh, I never expect trouble. It's what I do. It's fine.
Okay. I will take your word for it. It's probably gonna be boring at the Click Clack Club, and he's probably gonna have all the excitement.
So, is getting your plans all situated. Standing behind you all is Koof and Sig.
Oh,
Well, what do you want
You're still here? Oh,
to? Yeah. What's the plan? You want us to hold down the fort?
I thought you said that you two wanted to make a new life for yourselves or something. Ride off into the horizon, or as close as you can get to it on the station.
Sig steps forward. Yeah, I could do that. I'm happy to get off here and set out. Only problem is I'm kind of a dead man if any of the mistress's people find me, so I think I'm gonna find a hole in the galaxy and just crawl in for a few decades.
Even better than that, you know what you could do? Go to the Casbah, speak to King Kearney. He always has room for more people. Just, flying around, doing odd jobs, making a bit of coin here and there.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, you don't think anything's a good idea.
That's... Brasha, that in specific is a very bad idea.
Blech.
I look at
You're a
Brasha.
bitch.
Hey, I look at Brasha and I go, well, hey, if he likes that idea, you should take him with him then. With you.
No.
So he'll be safe,
But
till he
he's
gets
not.
there.
He's not the. Well, I'm not going there though. In the first place, probably.
Okay,
And
I thought you were going there. I'm
No,
all
no.
confused now.
sorry, no. If you're not comfortable with that, perhaps you could join the Starfinders. They don't really care about what you did in the past, and they're looking for new people. It could be a fresh new start for you.
My offer still stands as well.
Could you refresh the listeners and your GM what that offer was?
To go find them a ship.
That's right. I actually did remember. I don't know why I'm dumbing myself down. Sig looks at Koof, looks at Occam, looks at the camera. Yeah, I could do that. That's fine. Yeah, I'll hang around you then.
Who's he talking to?
You, Occam.
It's fine by me. Chances are we're going to have to go to the diaspora before I can get you a ship, but you never know. Sometimes there's abandoned stuff down in the lower border. The underside, whatever it's called, I forgot.
The down low.
The cool
The down
parts.
Cool parts.
Okay, that's
The
it covered.
icicle. The big old icicle under the station.
Yes, the big old conical asshole that Akim loves just spending all his time around.
Right on. Okay, so that's Sig covered. Koof steps forward. I don't want to go anywhere with that prick. I planned on joining your crew.
Well, my offer was primarily towards Koof, but if Sig wants it, sure, I can find
It's
out
too
who would
late.
ship.
You fool!
So just a peek behind. So you can take Koof as an NPC crew member. I won't have him go out on all missions. But if you want to say, hey, you want him to craft this would be a guy you could have on your ship doing the stuff. If you wanted to have a little minion crew member guy. If you don't, it's entirely up to you. I'm not in love with any of them. I'm not in love with any of you. Any of them can go.
Thanks so much.
Don, why would we need Koof to craft things for us?
While
Craft things.
While you're out on a job, you could say, "Oh, we're too far from the ship. Maybe, he could make you
We have
manacles."
Grab for that.
I was gonna say, what about Grab for? You forgetting him?
Nope, not at all. I haven't
Yeah.
gotten to him yet. I was going biggest to smallest thing to consider. So if you want Koof to come along, be a crew member, cool. If not, you can tell him to kick rocks. You can tell him whatever you want to tell him, and he can go. I just wanted to offer this person who is skilled with engineering, who
I'm skilled with engineering.
Yes, you're very pretty, Brasha.
I scratched Brasha behind the ears.
Very good. So Koof's just standing there. It's fine. I could join the Starfinders and kick some ass that way if you don't need another body in the ship.
Why don't you, Gabo, join the Starfinders and prove yourself there? Really test your mettle, because I think they might have more combat-oriented missions that I think would really suit your skill set. And then in a couple of probably years of recording, or a couple of days in podcast time, we might be able to join up again.
Well, okay. Lemon and Tally, you're Starfinders. Where do I go?
I am also a Starfinder, the fuck?
It is
Well, then-
okay. I understand his point of view in this.
Well, we do
I
work.
kind of step. Yeah, I step in front
We
of Brasha a
do
little
work
bit.
for them. I mean, we're not exactly official Starfinders, but we do go on missions if
You're
they need
not?
us. Not officially. Why? I mean, I can't feel if it makes it better. I'll become official, but
That would
It's sort of
really
an-
set my mind at
well,
ease.
I mean, I'm on your side, and I work for them. I'm on their side.
Do not listen to Brasha.
All right, while this
I
is happening,
trust-
Lemon will create like a quick PDF document that send to a comm unit as a reference to the
Okay.
Starfinder Society.
You're going to vouch for him?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Lemon is a sponsor.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. So, right on. You send that. Tally and Brasha are debating who's the more valid Starfinder agent.
I didn't say that. I said I just work for them once in a while.
That's fair. That's okay.
Not
That's fine.
official.
That's all
I
right. You know-
can be if he wants. I mean, if it means that much to him, I could be official, but I wasn't. I'm kind of an independent operator.
And I trust you as an independent operator, but just for, insurance purposes and whatnot, it's always good to have sort of that backup big company. Well, not really a company. Well, they are a company, but not like a selling company. Anyway,
Brasha, just shut up.
uh,
I was gonna say, Brasha, at a game, you do realize the Church of Sarenrae just backed him, right?
yes,
That
well,
doesn't happen yet.
they're trying to back Koof, not Tally. It's Lemon I trust.
Are you an
What's-
official agent, Lemon?
Official church agent Lemon.
Yeah. I'm
He's a
an
church
official
agent.
church agent,
Yeah.
and through that gives quite a bit of sway.
Yeah, I don't expect him to do anything or have anything happen
But-
to him anyway. It's fine.
Brasha, how about you tell them how you got to be in the Starfinders?
My
Yeah.
application was so highly regarded that I was shot up through the ranks. It was fantastic.
He's lying.
For a short time, I was in charge of an entire base, actually.
That part is true.
My sense motive is +0, so I probably buy all of this.
Technically, it's all true.
I buy it.
Shit. The first part was really stretching it. The second part, yeah, absolutely true. You were
Yeah.
kind of in charge of the base for a little bit.
For
Empty base, nobody there. But
There was
Yeah.
the AI.
There's only one way you shoot up that fast. It's everyone else dies.
They were already dead.
Or you pay.
Or you
I-
convince the AI that rules over the section that you are trying to help it, and it tells you that you have to have a rank in order for it to give you access. and
Exactly.
say,
There's
"Give
lots
you
of
a
ways.
rank."
Lots of ways of doing it. In any case.
And you're not a girl.
I want to ask you something, Brasha,
Yeah.
though.
Huh?
Every
What?
time.
Yes?
Why does it matter so
Fantastic, yes.
much? Hey,
What?
why does it matter so much that I'm an actual member of the Starfinder Society? Why does it matter
told
to you
you.
so much?
No, it's not a big deal. It's.
He's a fucking idiot. He's being an asshole. That's why.
Oh, he always says that. It's just for a little bit of job security, really. It's not a big deal to me, but as a senior Starfinder agent, if I'm hiring outside forces, I need the sort of the reassurance. Lemon has his church; it's very highly regarded, I'm sure. Akim has his celebrity, which kind of holds him to a higher regard. Just even just the minorest of applications put in, or if there's any other major sort of backer for you.
How about the
Well-
fact that she kept us from getting our faces eaten off?
Well, again, I trust her. Otherwise, I wouldn't let her fly my ship.
Well, I mean, there is the hunt.
moot point.
I am one of the hunters, which is a recognized bounty hunter organization. That is what I actually do. When you're sort of, I found you in between jobs and wanted a little bit of a change of pace. But I am a member of that organization.
I think that will probably be good enough, but let me double check just while I'm on the station. I'm sure that will be fine, though.
I mean, if you really, really want me to, I'll do it. But I mean,
It's not that difficult.
hey,
but
Akim.
Hey.
Akim. So Akim posted, circally Google's the Hunters Most Wanted list. I already did that for you guys. I made sure
Oh,
that
no,
none
yeah,
of you are on there. I did that like in game.
Yeah, I know that, but I don't think Occam does. I was just being silly.
Well, if I see what you're doing over your, like over your shoulder, I'll say, I already checked. You guys are clear. You're not wanted for anything. And you know what? You're smart if you keep it that way.
That's actually somewhat surprising.
Really? Well, I mean, we tend to. I don't think we. You guys don't seem like you're outrightly lawbreakers to the point where you would get a bounty hunter organization on you. At least one that is more into taking out troublemakers.
Well,
and
that depends on how
lawbreakers.
much Abadar Corps is paying the wardens. That's what they're called, right?
Stewards.
That depends on how much Abadar Corps is paying the stewards to decide what's law and what's not.
That is fair, I guess. I will obviously keep an eye out to make sure that you two aren't being sent up the river for something.
I appreciate that.
Of course.
I also appreciate that.
Sensitive.
I don't want him taking all of the credit for gratitude.
Okay. So Sig is going to hang around Akim to eventually get his way out to the space and get his own crew, similar job set up that Akim players won't know this, but listeners may remember that's how Akim and Brasha met. And Koof is going to stomp his grumpy little ass over to the Lore Spire complex and meet up with Guidance and join the Starfinder Society.
Yay!
Best
And I'm
of
gonna
luck,
miss them.
Gabo!
His name is. Oh, hold on.
Gabo, yes.
His name is Koof.
I'm gonna
You
because
little goofball.
it'll probably annoy him, but I'm gonna go hug him.
He
Goodbye.
is gripping his spear that he kept, but he doesn't, reject it at all.
He doesn't
Okay.
stab you.
I'm gonna kind of miss you.
You're pretty cool. We've nearly died together, so
Yeah, we'll always have that.
yeah. And if you do jobs for the society, maybe we can meet up and do some adventures with them.
Maybe. I'm not against that.
So, oh no.
We'll always have Kizor for.
Right on. So Kizor,
What was that?
Who did that come from, by the way?
Me.
Oh my god, that was great.
Instead of like the we'll always have Paris, it was like the you got a pretty mouth.
I was.
We'll always have Kizor.
It was
So-
great.
stomping out of this docking bay is Koof, out of our show, but not out of our hearts.
He'd have to be in our hearts first.
He's in there holding your aorta open.
Meanwhile, so Lemon, Tally, Akim, Brasha, still standing there. And Brasha, at your pant leg, grab for tugs.
He's trying to pants you.
That's
And,
why I wear a scarf belt.
Grabfor is looking up at you, and telepathically, he's kind of like saying this out loud. Where to?
Well, I believe most of your people are going that way, with good Captain Gustavo.
He wants to stay with us. I mean, I got that sense when we left the planet. Can we keep him? Can he stay with us?
Gustavo, would you like? Not Gustavo, sorry.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy, Gustavo? Who's a...
Whoops.
He was a dog person, wasn't he?
Yeah,
He was a dog person.
I think he still is.
He's still a dog person.
He's out of our minds and out of our hearts. It's fine. Well, Grandfather, if you would like to stay with us, I definitely do not mind keeping you aboard. You prove much more apt and capable than some of the more undesirables, of whom I will not name. So, if you would like to go with your people, you're more than welcome. Otherwise, I would like to keep. Actually, where did the rest of you go? Shit. Well, yes, you should definitely stay with us. I wanted a small cadaver of you. Is that the right word? Yes. The small cadaver of you to be with us when we met Lady Watanabe. So I guess you are now your people's first and foremost entrepreneurial diplomat. Good job, Crabfor. A swift promotion.
An anime stress teardrop goes by his face and then disappears. And then Grabfor stands up tall and stands right next to you and puts its little bony bug arms on its hip, waiting for his next command.
That's good. We will have to get you some sort of hat, like a first mate's hat, but less important. Why don't you watch the ship for now, so that we know that you and it are safe, and then we will go and do our business. Yes, does that sound good to everyone?
Yeah, I mean, we are all splitting up, Grabfor, so it might just be best for you to stay on the ship for now.
Okay. Yeah, the Grabfor gives a jaunty salute with 2 sets of arms, and you just hear the tick, 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 tick as he prances across the cargo bay once again.
Don't worry, I still have the primary keys. He can't like fly off of it.
I was going to say, what's the Starfinder equivalent of a baseball hat? Because I'm pretty sure baseball is not a thing in Starfinder.
It can be an athletic wear.
Okay, so he should get him. He should get him one of those athletic wear hats. You know,
That's not a bad idea.
we need him. We need. You know, it'd be nice. Actually, it'd be cool if we all have one. You know, it has the.
I have a hat.
You know, the name, the Bazaar Encounter on it. That would be really cool. I want one.
You're welcome to use your credits to purchase anything that you are interested in, Daddy. I have a hat already, or I would definitely join you.
Well, can you have too many hats?
Yes.
What?
Legally.
That seems right. Wait, what do you mean legally?
There's a limit. Did you not know that?
No. I didn't think there'd be a limit on how many clothes you could own.
Clothes, no, but hats specifically, yes. You might want to brush up on your Hunter's Network rules.
I look at him like he's full of shit. I mean, I may not have a sense motive, but I still look at him like he's full of shit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Fine. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll go get him and myself a hat. Once business is concluded.
Speaking of business, this scene has gone on longer than Return of the King. So, Lemon,
we're having fun.
No, I tease because it's fun. You guys have been great. Lemon, you are going to head down to meet up with Imril Novaheart.
Yes.
So you walk off. Akim, you are going with Tally and Sig to the Click Clack Club.
Yes.
Okay. And Brasha, where the hell are you actually going to go?
Brasha is going to make his way towards the... What is it called? You know.
The Casbah?
No, fuck that place. You were like diplomats day.
Okay. Give me a second. Diplomats. Just real quick, why do you think you're going to the diplomat area?
I've already talked to you about it. That's why.
Oh, you mean that thing?
Sneaky little Alexis.
Yeah.
Messaging out Dawn.
I can't remember what it's called though.
Pulonis?
Like
That stuff?
no, the fucking yeah, with that, but
Okay. Right on. No, I just want to make sure that it was because I was looking at our chat. All I see is Cowboy Bebop shit.
It's a ways back.
Yeah, you want to. You want to go. Okay, so you want to have some diplomatic relations.
Yeah.
Okay. That will be called.
There's a word for it. Like there's the place in New York where the Canadians go. And
You're
it's
thinking
like
of an embassy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking for the term they have.
Embassy?
Well, no, there's an actual place where you can meet with delegates and shit. Oh, okay,
Oh.
the Planara. Yeah, Planara is the capital building of the Pact Worlds. Inside its walls, representatives from every member world debate fiercely and publicly as part of the Pact Council, hearing concerns from citizens and lobbyists and maintain the web of alliances. So you're going to want to go to the Planara.
Yes. That's exactly where I would like to go.
All right. Planara is in... Where are you at, Planara?
Where you at, girl? Mm-hmm. That's a nice little gif of Brasha there.
Okay. Right on. The picture I sent you, it is at the 9 o'clock location, just underneath the Security Resources Pavilion. So, okay. Brasha is walking away from the ship, closing up shop to head towards the Planara.
At the 9 o'clock position.
I don't like this.
Relations and positions. I mean, come on.
Yes. So
What kind of relations are we talking about here?
What kind of relations you looking for?
All right. So I think for time's sake, what I'm going to do is Lemon first and round out this episode. Then next week we will do Tally and Occam and then Brasha. So Lemon, we'll address you first because I think yours may be the smoothest. So you head out of the space dock. You hail remote transport to the neighborhood of Little Ninshapur. Or Ninshabura. One second, I wrote it down. Ninshabur. Little Ninshabur is a small neighborhood in the arms of Absalom Station next to the congregation, where it's very Serenite focused. Want you to give me a culture check, Lemon.
Okay. Of course, I stepped away from my character while I was doing stuff.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of dice rolls this episode.
Culture check. So that's only going to be a total of 12 because I rolled a 2.
Okay. So Little Ninshabur is a small neighborhood, like I said, and it is named after the holy city of Serenray that is located on the plain of Nirvana. It's a homebrew creation of my own, so if it's shit, that's why. You make your way there, and it is decorated. It's very highly wealthily furnished, this area. Rather than like a drab space station neighborhood you may find elsewhere on Absalom, this one is well funded. The roads are clear. The lights about are all working. Good. Like this is like a very not like ritzy neighborhood, but this is a very nice part of Absalom's kind of neighborhood area, the residential area. Here, there's little shops all over, just very nice part of town, basically. You arrive. The Church of Sarenrae is very hard to miss as you reach at the top of an hour and you hear very large bells ringing and you see doves take flight all around as you arrive at this very stately looking Church of Sarenrae.
I would assume the doves are probably holographic in nature or something. It's like a replay that happens every on the hour.
That's a good observation. And I didn't tell you that I did that, so you won't believe me when I say yes, that's what I wrote. But legit, that's what I wrote. I spent some time researching some Serenite stuff. So yeah, and just updating it for Starfinder times. But yeah, this is very like if you were in a Pathfinder game, this church is what a grand church of Serenrae would look like. Beautiful, large, stained glass windows all around as you step in. There are dozens of beings sitting in the pews as sermons are being taken place at the top of this hour. Sunlight glints through the windows. It's just a very religious looking scene right now.
Lemon will enter and perform simple rites while entering into a holy place of Sarenrae. And stop for a moment to listen to the sermon before heading to where I would expect to find an attendant that I can announce myself to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see a person wearing robes not very dissimilar from your own, standing around. Why not walking around with a collection plate? Times change, but money doesn't.
So say it's a collection stick.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a little data pad that you plug in your credit card or your credit chip into, and donate however much you want to see heaven. But yeah, you see one of these. They're human. They're elderly human, standing tall, walking around. That bemused smile that you see religious folks have, and they incline their head as you greet. Greetings, brother Serenite. Welcome.
Greetings, brother. It is wonderful to be back here. It has been a bit of a journey since I've returned. I wish to announce myself. I apparently have a audience with Lady Novahart. Is she currently here?
He stands and looks at you. Yes, Lemon, of course. She described you quite aptly. She's actually not here right now. She took in a show at the Hamas 4 Theatorium.
Did she leave any instructions for me to wait?
No, but they're in the Serenite office box? Office? What's the little balcony? As you know, the Church of Sarenrae has a VIP box at the theater. If you go there, I am certain you'll find her. The showing of the Eternal struggle is quite lengthy, and she's only been gone a couple hours. If you'd like to go there, she did say, if you showed up, that she was very eager to see you.
Okay, thank you very much. And may Sarenrae's light always bless you.
And you as well, my brother.
I will take my leave.
Okay.
Slightly amused at the concept of meeting Lady Novahart at a theater
Yeah, why don't
versus
you,
the church. Not exactly what I would assume, but
yeah.
then again, life is always various and unpredictable.
Sure. And I'm not going to even have you roll a culture check for this. Just a little bit about some of the stuff the Absalom Station offers outside of skullduggery and spacefaring mega corporations. The
Lots of skullduggery, just
yeah,
lots of it.
Hemisphere Theatorium. It's renowned across the Pact Worlds. It's the premier venue for all kinds of performances on the station. It draws its unique name from the fact that the entire building can reconfigure itself. It's like kind of like a multi-purpose thing. Sometimes it's traditional theater, other times it's converted into the zero G uh, dance platforms. The Brutaris sport is played here. Gladiatorial expeditions sometimes. But right now, something called the Eternal Struggle is being played, and you can take another shuttle, taxi, cab, whatever, to take you into the eye of Absalom Station, where the open air portion of the station is, and it's grand, it's majestic. This part of town, it's very much like Times Square, large hollow projectors of advertisements, businesses, stock exchange stuff probably too. Um, but you make your way in. It takes a little bit of time. You when you walk up, the ticket reader kind of holds up a hand and points at the sign. 3 credit admission.
I pay the credits.
Okay. They go up to you, whisper, judging by your guard, you will want to head up to the upper levels where the Serenite box. Also, if anyone can think of the name of those fucking boxes that rich people get to go in theaters, please tell me. I can't think of them for the life of me. But yeah, the coffins, the Serenite coffins.
I don't think that's it, but okay.
You make your way up, and you see the play going on. It's a heroic tale of a group of adventurers coming together. You see kind of a goofy display of the right now as you're making your way up. You hear the rabble cast go about their performance. They're all debating around a very large door, and you can't quite understand why the hell they're just like dragging a tug of war with a very large table is taking place as you make your way up to the Serenite box. And sitting there in the dark, her feet propped on an ottoman, wearing very rich Serenite garb, is I guess not even a middle-aged elven woman.
Nope, she's actually surprisingly young.
Yeah, yep.
I will wait until I find an appropriate moment in the break in the action or story to present myself.
Okay, yeah. You sit there taking the show for a few minutes. There's funny bits, there's sad bits. New cast comes and goes. You see smaller Isoki people seem to be playing some sort of little rat monsters. They have like makeup and very extended tails out. And this goes for a good while, and sometimes you'll see Lady Novahart give a chuckle. But eventually, this thing goes on for a while. There's going to be a couple intermissions, and it finally goes for a break. As people start filing out, she looks to you and she inclines her head. And before I continue, because this is your NPC from your past, I'm not going to treat her like an idiot, obviously, but is there any sort of personality tones you'd like for her to have?
No. I don't
I
know
was
if
just
you've
gonna treat
read
her like
the.
Galadriel, stately kind of thing.
Yeah, that's probably the way it would go.
Okay,
I don't know if you've read the entry on Nova Heart
I did. Yep, that's where I
through.
got it.
Okay,
Yep,
yeah, just
yep,
go
yep.
with that.
Okay,
I
cool.
know that she tends to be. I know she's a younger individual, but takes her job
Mhm.
pretty seriously.
Exactly. Yep. Cool. Yeah, yeah. So I based off of what you sent me and off of that book. So no, it was good. I just wanted to make sure I touched base with you on that. So yeah, she climbs. She takes her feet off the ottoman, stands up, and stretches. Greetings, Lemon. It is so good to see you.
I will, or Lemon will give a bow, and it's like it is an honor to uh, have a summons from you, Lady Nova Heart. To be honest, it was quite unexpected.
Some things are taking place that I wanted to see you in person, in the flesh, and discuss with you. Can you walk?
Yes.
She leads you out. People milling around, getting concessions, posting on social media that they're seeing the eternal struggle. Um, she leads you to a quieter area. I've got plenty of business to keep me occupied, but one thing has come up that I feel you would appreciate coming from me. The church is well in the burning archipelago. Things are going well, but the orphanage is opening back up.
Lemon kind of stares at Lady Nova Heart for a moment. Is it under the same name?
In memorial of the same name. Its new owners have been vetted. They are been apprised to a certain degree of what has transpired there. We kept some of it quiet because, as you know, the burning archipelago's real estate is not expansive. It was either tear it all down and sell it off, or use the facilities for better use with new people.
Well, if it is being put to good use and will be a place of kindness and growth, then it is a good thing. And I am glad that you were telling me this. It is good to know that at least future orphans will. Yes, it's good that you let me know. Thank you.
I didn't open it, didn't give leave to open it willingly. There were lots of conversations to be had. There were people very keen on tearing it down and selling it off, saying that it was too tainted. But I believe that our healers have gone through and cleansed as much of the anguish as possible on the site. Those that remember and know of what happened there carry that information, but we don't advertise it. But I didn't want you to think that this was just an easy decision.
I understand. And again, I thank you for informing me before I found out otherwise. It is difficult to think of it in a positive light, of course, but I'm sure with time I will come to see this more as redemption for what it once was.
Yes, redemption has always been your focus, hasn't it?
Yes.
And there are many lost stars out there to be nurtured.
Yes.
Still no word on your companion, I'm afraid. I do keep tabs on select people I've run into over the years. the people she was with are always moving. There are people who are striving to drive that force out. But if there's ever a hint of them, you will be the second call I make. And I just needed you to know that at any time you feel like going back there and seeing them, perhaps it would help your healing to be a shining example of what a lost star can do.
Lemon will kind of lean up against a rail or whatnot, maybe look at the crowd below. Yes, that might be possible. I have been keeping busy, doing what I can. The memories of it do scratch at the back of my mind, though. Sometimes there are less than truly divine concepts going through my head as well that lead back to what transpired there and what was taught there.
I stand by what I said before. Your kindness has indeed proven to be stronger than even the cruelest of actions, and your compassion ever enduring against those that have sought to bring you pain. This scratching you feel, it won't break you. You cannot be broken by it, but you draw strength from it.
Strength was something they always taught, that is for sure. I can agree that strength is often utilized in various ways, for good or for ill. But strength is always a constant, it always seems. For once you lose it, then you falter.
Precisely. But I must say, I don't think I haven't noticed that your strength has improved since the last time I saw you.
It's growing as my connection with the divine grows.
Where will you go next? I know the Starfinders have some business of their own to attend to in the coming weeks. Will you be participating?
I am not sure at this moment. I have some friends that may need some assistance. There's some worry of some potential missing individuals in a housing complex nearby. I'll be meeting up with an old friend that I went with a couple adventures on it, working under the Starfinders.
Good. I don't have any other news for you, other than I will be on Absalom Station for the remainder of the month. Then I shall be returning to the Burning Archipelago. If you have any need of a break from the excitement of adventuring, I know the church here on Absalom Station would love to be treated to a sermon by one as experienced as you. And if you have any desire to take on any sort of mentoring role, I know that there are several young acolytes who would perhaps like to get a taste of our work in action.
I do appreciate the offer. I might be able to speak soon. I would prefer to go about to the lower levels and help the missionaries in their work dealing with those that are more in need, though. As for the mentorship, I do not know if that is appropriate for me. I do not know if what I would be teaching would be truly what is needed, or if there would be something from before left over.
Very well. It is entirely up to you. One last thing, I do wish to impart a trinket. Nothing so good as a sharper weapon. I see you carry the scimitar, but here. And she holds out her hand, and she is holding a pair of pendants connected to a loose silver blade, or braid rather.
Lemon will take it from her and look at it. Does Lemon know what it is, or would I have to?
Mysticism.
Mysticism. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a just under 30, 29.
Okay. Yeah, these are called a sacred seal, an item from the Galactic Exploration Manual. New item. Sacred seal is a hybrid item. Level 6 item. These are attuned to Saren Ray, so you will be getting benefits, but this pair of pendants connected by a silver braid shimmers with faint axioms of the viewer's faith. So probably like glittering, kind of like shimmering with light flames. You can install it as a armor upgrade, or you could wear it as a worn magical item. But it transforms, modifying into something that reflects the patron's deity's aesthetic or iconography. While your personal alignment is within one step of the attuned deities, this will give you a benefit, a +1 morale bonus to diplomacy checks to influence members of your faith. But as a Serenite, you will also gain resistance 5 against fire, which increases to resistance 10 against fire in solar environments. In addition, you gain the solar adaptation ability and are immune to fire for the purposes of withstanding a star's heat. So these items probably have that dove, that kind of winged Saren Ray figure you see all around.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you have this. She kind of affixes them onto your robes, smiles at you, has her hands on your shoulders, as the sound from inside starts picking up as the eternal struggle resumes, and she gives you a warm squeeze of her arms. I will see you again, Lemon. You've done outstanding work, and watching your growth has been a true delight of mine. Please don't hesitate to stop by and think more on your role as a mentor. I would never push it upon you, but just seeing you act in Our Lady's behest is mentorship enough. A lot of these people have read books, they've seen stories, but to experience it in the real world will do far more than another semester of reading ancient tomes.
I do agree. Doing the work is what matters. Knowledge, of course, helps, but... And anyways, I thank you very much, lady. I do not want to keep you any longer than necessary.
And she walks past you, goes to her box, sits in, and you hear calamity break out as the play resumes, and you hear a lot of jokes about lemon pepper for some reason.
Oh no.
And we'll find out how things are going with the other group next time.
Oh no.
Same hex time, same hex channel, Hex Grid Heroes.
Don.
What?
What did he do?
What'd I do?
What did John do? Lemon pepper?